reports of the fraud involving the organization known as Acorn, and I believe that not only will there be some problems with fraud, but I predict there will be a lot of problems with fraud and abuse. This is why we have a 7-day waiting, why we have the waiting periods, so that we don't have this type of fraud. That's why it's been that way for so many years. That's why so few states have Election Day registration, because of the possibility, the very real possibility, the probability, the certainty of the fraud that would occur. It goes to the very heart of our democratic process. If the people of this country, the people of Connecticut, cannot have faith in our electoral process, then the entire democracy breaks down. The entire government, our faith in all of the institutions of our government break down. Why do we have a waiting period? The waiting periods are there for a reason, to prevent this type of fraud that would be widespread, rampant on Election Day. We simply would not be able to handle it. Finally, as to whether we need this, I mean, there's no outcry. I've never had a voter come up to me and say, why can't we register on Election Day? Where's the outcry? Why do we need to do this year? Is there some suspicion that only by doing this we could increase voter participation? You know, in the last 10, 20 years, whenever in world history, whenever we see a new country become a democracy, when we see a new form of government in a country, what do we see? We see record voting numbers. People in those nations that are given the right to vote for the first time, they vote in record numbers because they're so excited to have this privilege, this great privilege that we hold so dear, to vote, our most basic right. They don't have Election Day registration in those countries. Those people register to vote in advance. It's not a burden. It's not a hardship. It's your most fundamental, basic part of participating in a democracy, is to go register before Election Day. It's no hardship. They do it in other countries, and they vote in record numbers. It's apathy. It's voter education. Those are the problems. We shouldn't just open up the floodgates by creating this Election Day registration. It's a terrible idea, especially this year. For all of those reasons, I ask my colleagues to oppose the amendment. Thank you.